everyone! If you're wondering why I have this really weird background behind me, that is because we are in my storage room, and we are in my storage room because I'm going to be using my sewing table, which is in my storage room, and that's because today we're going to do a DIY corset. I'm going to make it out of denim, and I thought I would just show you guys the process of me making this denim corset. So this idea was actually inspired by one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Lainey Ozark. She did a knit DIY underwire top that she just used an old cardigan out of, but I do have a lot of cardigans that I could make this with, but I thought I would do something a little bit different, and that's why I chose to do it with denim. I have this denim right here that is actually just cut off from a pair of jeans that I turned into shorts. So of course I have both leg sides. I just thought it'd be fun to make something out of something that is old and I'm not using. Also, please ignore the noise in the background. That is because in my storage room there is a furnace. Alright, so before getting into the video, I kind of just wanted to show you how it turned out and how I would style it, because I'm sure some of you guys are like, okay, why is she making a bustier? Why is this useful to me? Honestly, this just completely adds to my outfit and makes it look more elegant, and this actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would. Obviously there's a few things that I would tweak to it because I mean, I'm new to this. I'm not like the best sewer. I just honestly winged it. I didn't like use any specific pattern or anything like that, but this is one of the ways that I would style it. So I have leather pants on, I have this black halter bodysuit underneath, and then this kind of just adds something to it. It would be kind of more of a boring outfit if I didn't have this. And this is how it looks like at the back. So there's the clasp that I added, because obviously with denim, if I didn't have anything in the back to attach it, it wouldn't go over my body and it wouldn't stay. So this is just one way. Alright, so I just wanted to show, this is another outfit that you could wear it with. I mean, it's kind of a random outfit, but with the gold, it goes well together, and then this little denim piece is just something to add to the outfit. These are jeans that I DIY'd, and yeah, this is just another outfit that I could style it with. Alright, so I just wanted to show you kind of like a more casual way to wear this denim corset. I just have this large oversized black crew neck. I added the bustier and just some biker shorts, and I think this kind of makes this outfit look like I tried more. It gives you something that cinches you in at the waist, but it's also comfy. So this is how I would wear it if I wanted it to be a little bit more casual. Here I'm just wearing a skirt, a black tube top, and my cropped leather jacket, and this is something that I could wear at nighttime. I think that adding this denim corset really does make the outfit look different, because if it wasn't for that, it would just be an all black outfit, which is kind of boring. So yeah, I like how it looks like with the skirt and the jacket. Okay, I just wanted to show you one more outfit before getting into the video. Just style these with some denim biker shorts, the corset, a graphic tee, and some gold jewelry. So this is like more of a casual look, and I just wanted to show you a few ways that you could style this little bustier top, and I hope you enjoy the video. We're gonna get into the part where I actually make this. So the first step is just going to be to iron out your denim, and this is just going to be easier when you're cutting the denim so that you make sure that you cut it in a straight line. This next clip is just me cutting the denim, and this is just so that I can have more surface to work with. To make sure that it looks even from the middle where the wire is going to be, I'm just measuring it out, and then I'm going to cut off extra from the bottom that I'm not going to need. Alright, so I just pinned down where the line was that I drew originally, and it's matching on both sides, and this is to make sure that it is exactly 10 centimeters from top to bottom. I mean, I didn't do anything to the bottom because I know it's not going to be this long, so I'm only going to sew it probably up until here. And this is so that when I sew it, there's going to be no stitch line. It's going to be like an invisible stitch. It'll look like this. To make sure that it's going to lie flat, I'm just going to use this iron. I'm just cutting off the extra fabric. Alright, so for this next part, I'm just gonna mark where I want the underwire to go with some pins. For this next part, I'm just gonna cut off this bra, and don't worry, this is a bra that I actually don't wear anymore. If you try to recreate this, make sure you use a bra that actually fits you. So I'm just gonna cut off everything around the bra and leave about 1/2 inch of seam allowance. Oh my god, I'm scared. Alright, so I have flipped it inside out. Now I'm just gonna pin to make sure that it stays in place. And now I'm just using the sewing machine to attach the wire to the denim. I just find this does a lot better of a job than doing it by hand. Alright, so this is what it looks like. You can't really see, but there's just some white stitching going along the wire area. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to cut out this extra fabric right here. I'm going to fold it over, and then I'm going to stitch again. And I want enough fabric so that I can fold it over. So in this clip you can see that I made little slits and I folded those slits over and then pinned them down, but in hindsight, if I was to redo this, I wouldn't add the slits, I would just pin it down over the wire. After that, I hand stitched the denim pieces over the wire, and I did that all the way along. And then I just folded the fabric where the top of the shirt was going to sit and gave it a straight stitch so that it would have a clean look. Alright, so I just wanted to come on and give a little update. I have folded the top in half where the middle of the underwire meets. I'm just doing this so that they both go down at the same slant. This is where the stitching stops. I'm obviously going to continue, but I just wanted to make sure before I continued that they were slanting and going the same direction so that they're both straight and they're both symmetrical. So this is what it looks like right now. I'm just going to hem the bottom a bit. Obviously leave a little bit of extra space for you to fold it over and stitch. Now I have this part and it looks like this. I still need to figure out the attachment on the back and also hem it, so I'm just gonna do the hemming part now. I just am gonna mark with a pin where I want this to go up until. So I have marked where I want this top to go until. Alright, so now I'm just gonna make sure that the measurements match on each side. That's about 18, okay. Now I'm just ironing this fold over so that it's a lot easier to get a straight stitch and it looks clean. As you can see, I'm just sewing the bottom half down and I'm doing a straight stitch all the way along. Okay, so I have stitched along the bottom right here. This is just the inside, and I'm gonna cut off all this extra fabric. So for this next part, you might need to ask someone to help you out. I asked my mom to mark down where it would be in the middle. That way I know where I'm gonna sew it, and she just marked it in red. So like I said, I asked my mom to help me mark in the back where it was going to be in the middle. So in red, this is where she marked it. She marked it on both sides, and what I'm going to do now is just fold it where that red part is and then do a stitch just straight along until the bottom. I'm going to do that on both sides, and then I'm going to attach the hooks. Alright, so this is what the Bustier top looks like now. I'm gonna go ahead and add some hook and eyes, because obviously with denim, you can't just slide it on. You need to have something to clip it on. If you were to do this with a cardigan material, you probably wouldn't even need to have something to tie it up. You could just slide it on, but with denim, you're gonna need to tie it up. Alright, so before ending the video, I kind of just wanted to talk about the things that I would change if I was to redo this all over again. So, okay, let's start off with this little corner right here. So here it's fine, and the reason why is because I had enough material that was going over the wire that I could fold it and sew it down. Like you can see here, there was enough material for me to fold it down. Here there was not enough material, so I had to like stitch this and just make loops so that the denim wouldn't fray. Okay, another thing I would do is use the guidelines of the sewing machine. So basically what I mean by this is that I just did like a straight line when I was sewing, but I didn't necessarily have it all measured out, so I would have measured it out if I had to do it over again. I also, so here you can see there's a little bit of extra fabric that I could actually like push down, and that's just because the underwire that I used was from a push-up bra. It had a little bit of padding, so here, like right on top of the wire, there's extra padding that could have been cut off, and it would have been more of a clean fold. So yeah, if I had to do it over again, I would have cut more of the padding off. Now we're gonna talk about the hooks. The hooks, I kind of just marked with a pencil where I was gonna add the hooks, but as you can see, it's not even. So next time I would have measured all of this out and I would have divided it by 6 so that I know that the spacing between the hooks is equal. So I would have changed that. So here you can see that these parts are okay. They're not gonna get unraveled because there was enough for me to take the fabric, fold it over, and stitch it past the wire. But in spots like this, basically what I did is I cut little slits. I thought it would be easier to use those slits to pull the fabric back a little bit further, but it honestly just made it kind of a little bit harder because there was all these little gaps right here from where I cut the slits. So next time I wouldn't have cut slits, I would have just folded the fabric over and then sewn past where the wire is. Those are like the main things that I wanted to mention in case any of you wanted to try this and you just wanted some extra tips on how to make this better. Alright you guys, I really love how it turned out. Of course you can do this with any materials that you have at home or any fabric at home that you're not using. You can do it with an old cardigan, with a sweater, anything you want. Denim is a little bit harder to deal with just because it's very stiff, and since this is a lighter color, if you do a little mistake you will see it more than if you were to do it with a black material. So even if you try it with like a black cardigan or a black pair of jeans that you're not using, I think it's a little bit more forgiving if you make a mistake. I just think this was a great way to use fabric that I wasn't actually using and it was just sitting in my basement. I love the way it turned out. I have more DIYs to come. I mean, that's not the only thing that's gonna be on my channel, but since we're in quarantine, I have all this extra time and I really do enjoy sewing and making little DIYs and tweaks to my wardrobe, so you can look forward to more types of videos like this. I have some in mind. Thank you so much for watching and I'll catch you next time.